So with any training that a trainer would do as professionals, it's important that we're prepared for our training. Not just prepared in terms of knowing what the training is about, but knowing our facility, knowing our space, knowing our audience, making sure that we arrive early, that our equipment is working, that our handouts are prepared and ready to go. So keep in mind that we are training about abuse. This is not an easy topic. It's not a comfortable topic. Each trainer has to determine whether or not they are comfortable training this curriculum. The modules get more and more difficult with more and more difficult topics. So the financial abuse, while it's difficult, is certainly probably the easiest one and most concrete curriculum to train on. As we move through to Module 4, which is the sexual abuse module, there are definitely some difficult topics that you're going to be discussing. So you need to determine your preparedness to do so. So there are 4 questions we ask that you think about before you decide to go ahead and do this training. First is, are you comfortable talking about abuse in the life of people with disabilities and listening to their stories of abuse? Are you comfortable with your own sexuality? Are you comfortable discussing sexuality with people with disabilities? Are you comfortable talking about sexual abuse with people with disabilities that are likely to have been sexually abused and may want to share their story? If you've answered no to any of these questions, it's best for you to spend some time thinking about why you gave that answer. It's natural to feel uncomfortable with these topics. Explore within yourself whether you can overcome this discomfort. As with any training opportunity, it's really important that you focus on and make sure that wherever you're training, that it's a safe place and that it is an appropriate space for training. So because of the topics that we are training about, and they're very sensitive topics, we want to make sure that the training is in a place whereby people are safe, that we can close doors, and that there's small group settings. As such, you may want to consider how your room is set up. So we wouldn't want to have a big auditorium to do this training, for example. Most likely, you would probably want to have it in a smaller group setting, round tables, U-shape design so that people can interact and comfortably participate. And then because this is a training for people with disabilities and it really talks to the accessibility issues, you need to make sure that the training space is adequate for people with disabilities. So hence making sure there are ramps that you can move around, people with wheelchairs can move around, people with devices that they might need in order to enjoy the training have the opportunity to utilize those devices in that training space. So you might want to think about having plugs so that people could potentially plug in their laptops and things like